Hey, MikoBelles, how we doing this evening? I thank you all for signing back in and for spending some time with me this evening. This evening, we're going to talk about starting over, especially for some of us that's over 50. I mean, everybody here doesn't have to be over 50 because a lot of us start off at different points in our life, at 30, 40, 50s, and up. But we're going to talk about starting over fashion wise and new relationship, and most importantly, in our finances, because so much depend on that. And we have a guest person on here tonight, y'all, that's going to come on with us later to talk about our finances, getting our budget right, planning for retirement. That's what I want to do because I'm 55 and I'm ready to retire. And he's going to give us some tips because eventually in January, we're planning to have a seminar where he's going to come out because he doesn't live in the area. He's going to come out and actually have a seminar for us. But as usual, before we get started, I need to thank some people. I need to thank Worldwide Entertainment Media Group for making it possible for me to be on multiple platforms tonight. I also need to thank my two sponsors, which is George Restaurant located in Hampton, Virginia. They have some good soul food. They have karaoke night. They have United Soul. They have different live bands and everything there. So if you're in the Hampton Roads area, you might want to check them out. Also, Partners in Real Estate is my cousin owns that business. She's a broker and has over 30. I helped her start that business in her living room 30 years ago, y'all. But she has over 30 some years of experience. And she is there for all of your selling and buying needs. She has done it all. Military, first time home buyers, and all of that. So if you're looking to buy or sell, her name is Jeanette McCallum, and you can look her up, Partners in Real Estate. But let's get started with our conversation for tonight. I want us to start with the foundation and the foundation for what we need at different stages of our life. I don't care if it's style, I don't care if it's your finances, and I don't care if it's your relationship. What is the foundation and what does your foundation look like for you? So, to me, and I'm reading off of here, y'all, a fresh start means building a new foundation, and the financial foundation is crucial. We just talked about that. You need a solid plan to support your new beginning. So, I want to talk about the first thing I want to talk about with finances. Hold on one second, y'all, because I don't want to ignore my people over here on TikTok either. And I have messed up my screen. Okay, I apologize for that, y'all. I know we're in recording, but I want to emphasize when we talk about style, because you all know that's one of my favorite things is style. As we age and go through certain stages in life, we have to dress to who we are at the present moment. What I can wear in my 20s before I had my daughter is not what I can wear at 55. I said it in another one that we did previously, another live. Bra, mandatory. I don't care what size you are. A shaper for I don't care what size you are. If you have on certain things, you should have on a shaper. But I also feel like you should dress to the style of you and not always what's trendy. It doesn't have to be the style that is out at the present moment, but it is what makes you comfortable. I dress to make me comfortable and what I think I look good in and I'm comfortable in, but that may not be the same for you. So I feel like everybody has to do their own type of style. Yes, trending is okay because I'm gonna be honest. At one time I wouldn't wear no bell bottom pants, but here lately I bought me two pair from American Eagle and I tend to like them, especially when I need to layer and go outside, like to my grandson football game or something, and I need on layers. They give me more breathing room to put on those layers. So I say dress to what makes you comfortable and makes you happy. That's always important. But undergarments are very, very important, ladies. And I want some people to give me a comment, show me some love, and let me know um, like your shapewear. And if you all want me to do uh, um, a session on shapewear and your undergarments because a lot of people don't know. I've worked in retail selling clothes to put my daughter through private school, and I've also owned a boutique for like 7 years. So I know the importance of them, and I always encourage my clients, even when I style today, one of the first thing I ask them, do you own a Spanx or some kind of shapewear? Because whatever I put you in, I need your body to look the way I want it to look for you. Because that's what a lot of people, they like, Tamiko, you wear this and this, that, and other. It may look different on me because I'm going to put on shapewear. No doubt about it. Almost every day I wear some kind of shapewear. In the summer is different because I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I should say this on this live, but I will wear a sundress, some sandals, and just a thong because I can do that. I love me. It don't make me no difference. I know nobody's gonna see what I got on under it, but we do wear them too. But it's for the appropriate outfit. I need that to be well known, the appropriate outfit. But yes, self awareness is very, very important. I see you over here, Betty. Um, hey, Bold Queen, how you doing this evening? I thank you for coming by and stopping by. Yes, yes. I got some people over here supporting me on the TT tonight, and I'm so appreciative that anybody that takes the time out of their busy schedule to spend any time with me. I thank you all. Self awareness is such an important, fun, foundational step. Yes, it is. Self awareness and self confidence, and believe it or not, that's the reason I do this. It's because a lot of women understand, and I see often, don't have self confidence in themselves. I don't care what size you are. I don't care. People don't know. I was like 340 some pounds a year and a half ago. But I loved me then as much as I love me now. And that's the God honest truth. People tell you, I love myself. I don't care what. And I've always been like a thick girl. So I guess that's why self confidence comes a little bit easier for me than others. But I feel like if I can help one woman feel good about herself, God will be happy with me. And that's what's most important for me. I don't care what other people think or what they say, because I've gone through that. People criticizing me because I was a big black woman, as they call it, or whatever. But I don't let that mess bother me. That to me, that's their own issues, not mine at all. But starting over, that's good. I didn't get way off topic, y'all. I apologize. Starting over, I think that every stage in our life we do have to start our wardrobe over. I will say that. I also feel that um I'm inviting somebody in. Starting over in relationships. Let's discuss that a little bit. I do believe I'm a divorcee. I've been married and I've been in most of my relationships are long term. We have to take the time to learn ourselves again because, as I tell everybody, every 5 years or so, you're not the same person. We have to love, I say it in all of my outfits of the day, love yourself first. We have to love ourselves first, ladies, because we're no good to no one else. Our kids, our parents, nobody else can make us love ourselves first. That is a personal thing. You can't look for love and other people to give them to give you the satisfaction to love you. You have to take the time in between relationships to learn yourself more and to love on yourself more. If you don't do that, it's not a good thing. Sometimes it can take years. After my divorce, I stayed in counseling and I went through some things. And then I realized, hey, maybe I was ready for it. I tried that online mess. It didn't work for me. I'm going to be honest. That's why I just have convinced myself maybe I'm just will be single. And that's okay because I'm happy. I'm at peace. And long as I'm at peace and can sleep at night, I'm good. And if I can get other women, especially in their 50s, going through menopause, because menopause, we have that's a whole nother lie. We have a whole lot of other things going on with us during menopause that can hurt us, you know, that we don't take the time to research, deal with it so that we can be better people. And I feel like that, especially us Black women, it's different for us than it is for others. Somebody have a question. What is a good shapewear brand for plus size women? I'm gonna be honest. I use Spanx. Um, you're under 200 pounds, but will well over 6 more. Okay. I wear Spanx. I also, for my everyday, just to slip on and go with jeans or whatever, I will buy mine out of Ashley Stewart when they run the 19.99 sale. I'm gonna be honest. You can get a decent one for just 19.99. Spanx, I understand, is a little bit more expensive. And sometimes for my formal wear, Curvaceous Boutique over in Chesapeake, Virginia, you can look her up online. She carries nice shapewear as well. I have a couple of her pieces. And then there's, what is it, X Plus Wear. They have a full body one that I put on like in a cat outfit or something like that, that comes from your ankles all the way up, because it'll take all the rolls out back here and all that too. So yes, I would look those up. Spanx, I don't wear as often because they're harder to find, because they went through a thing. I'm not going to talk about that, but they went through a little thing. Ashley Stewart, 1999, Curvaceous Boutique. They're located in Chesapeake, Virginia. And then you can look up is X Plus Wear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to remember after this, because this will go out on YouTube. So if you look me up on YouTube and subscribe, I will be sure to try to share the links to the different ones in the comments up under this actual live. Once it gets posted up, I will try to remember. It might not be tonight, I'm gonna be honest, but I will try to do that tomorrow to all those different ones, for you to be able to find. But yes, Ashley Stewart run one that I slip on just to go run out to the grocery store or whatever. But my formal wear is either Curvaceous or the X Plus. And the X Plus, they have it wearing, you can wear up under your shorter dresses, because they have a short one and not a full long leg one. And so does Curvaceous Boutique as well. But I'm going to take a pause for a minute and I'm going to talk to my TikTok people over here, because we're going to go to a commercial break. But when we go to the commercial break, when we come back, we're going to have Mr. Kevin Ridley. He's a finance service representative with Jackson Ward Financial Services, and he's going to come up here and give us a little bit of advice on budgeting. He's going to give us a couple of pointers. But what I want you all to do is stay signed in and subscribe to me, because in January, I'm going to have him come to the Hampton Roads area and do a full seminar for us to teach us about getting our retirement ready, budgeting, and having a real plan in finances. So we're about to go to a commercial break, and I see you guys back over here on YouTube when we get back. All righty.
Yes, I can definitely relate. I'm 51, and I know. And then, I mean, I'm going through the perimenopause. I've already been tested. I tested earlier this year just to make sure I wasn't crazy.
Mm.
And because I had a hysterectomy like 2 years ago, and it's been downhill pretty well. I mean, it was the best decision ever, really, because of the problems I had. But I know about that, the perimenopause, the weight up and down. I have those
Yep.
issues.
The sleeping, non-sleeping.
Yeah. Oh, honey, I got to take some medicine for it.
Yep.
They got me on.
Yep.
They got me on. But yes, it is very interesting what you've been doing. So I just love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to bring up Mr. Kevin over here. Mr. Kevin Ridley.
Right, can you all hear me?
There we go. How you doing this evening, Kevin? I thank you so much for joining my live tonight. And I really appreciate you spending some time with us to give us a little bit of advice. So I'm going to turn the floor over to you for a little while for you to just go ahead and give us a little spiel, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you all so much for having me tonight. I counted that robbery to be here with you on account. I hope you don't count it robbery for I know you could have been doing anything else, but you joined the live, and we appreciate you being on. So I'm just going to give you a few tips tonight about how we work with our clients with financial planning, because we normally take the holistic approach to financial planning. Let me just back up for a minute and introduce myself. Kevin Ridley with Jacksonville Financial Services. My partner and I, John Jones, own our own financial planning firm here in Richmond, Virginia. I'm originally from Norfolk, Virginia, born and raised there. Was there. I moved up here to Richmond in '95, so I was born and raised there. Went to Memorial High School, so I still have a lot of clients down in the Tidewater area, and my parents still live down there, so I'm back and forth down there all the time on appointments and everything. And I've been in the business now since like 1993, so about 30 plus years. I started when I was about 12, right? You all can laugh if you want to. No, I'm just joking. But I started the business back in like 1993 and been doing it ever since. And I love what I do because I love educating our people on what to do with finances, right? So I've been I love to provide for families, individuals, and business owners with the tools and knowledge to help them achieve their financial freedom. So what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about a little bit about budgeting, the steps that we go through with our clients. We're a protection first firm, so we got a 4-step process. The financial planning tool that we use is called the living balance sheet, because we believe that once we finish with our clients, we want you to have stability, confidence, and clarity over your finances. And the ultimate goal is working with our clients to have them achieve financial balance. Because some of these things that we can do, we can be out of balance in our finances, and that's not a good thing. We want to line everything up, right? So from a budgeting standpoint, we normally try to have our clients live on the 50, 30, and 20 rule, right? What that means is 50% of your income going towards your essentials. Of course, you use your mortgage, your rent, your groceries, your utilities, gas, anything like that you need to live on. That's what 50% of your income should be going towards that. 30% should be going towards your lifestyle, right? Because we work hard, every single day we out here. If we retired, we work hard for so many years doing it to get to that retirement, or we continue to work and we're steady building our, in our wealth building years, we're working hard and we want to be able to use some of that money to enjoy ourselves, and we're rightfully so, because all of us, and then we have lifestyle addiction. So it's all about what you want out of your life, right? So if you live up there 30% going towards that, you'll be okay. But the key to it also is having 20% going towards savings. And what we'll do is once we get to our savings, then we can decide where we put the money, right? One thing we know about money, if it's not assigned to something, it could go to anything. It could go anywhere. If you don't assign it to something, it could go anywhere, right? So we have to have it assigned in different pockets and different buckets.
Oh, we're gonna blow it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna blow it, and that's a given. And one thing I always share with my clients, either we're gonna play now and pay for it later, or we're gonna pay now so we can play later, right?
Okay.
So we got to have a balance there. That's why we call it the system that we use called the living balance sheet, because we don't want to work all the time and not enjoy yourself. And none of that. That's just not what it's about. Somebody put in there, it's the savings part that's tricky for me. LOL. We get it. Trust me, we get it. So what we do is the steps that we take is we have it's a 4-step process. It's like protection first. Make sure that you have all the protection in place first. That's the process that we walk through. It's called the philosophy meeting that we have with our clients. Make sure we have our protection in first, and that's life insurance, disability, home insurance, liability insurance with your car, things of that nature. Even with having an umbrella policy, and some people may not even know what the umbrella policy is. Having an umbrella policy that protects you over and above what you have on your homeowners and your auto insurance. Because if I had a house and somebody came over there and they broke their leg or whatever, they can sue me because they're on my property. If you don't have that umbrella policy and they sued you for 1.2 million and it's 300,000 on your house, you're on the hook for the other 900,000. And in Virginia, they can come out to your assets first, and by law, 25% of your income. Anybody budget. I don't care how much you budget. If we are saving the right amount, it's going to blow it. So you got to protect that. And I encourage anyone to call their PNC agent, their property casualty agent, tomorrow and say, how much umbrella insurance do I qualify for? And I know we're talking about budgets and all this, but that's the steps that we take, right?
Okay.
We want to make sure we get all that in place: disability, life insurance, wills and trusts, all of that, because that's the roof of the house. So when we build the balance sheet out, it's shaped like a house. That's the roof of the house right there. These
Okay.
have, right, these have your assets. So now we're going to get into becoming a world class saver. And when we come talk about world class saver, that's when we're saving 15 to 20 to 25% of our annual income every single year. Like just mentioned about the 50, 30, and 20 rule, right?
Okay.
Because one of the things we can do, we can control our savings rate. We can't control the rate of return that's in the market. But once we
Okay.
do that, now we're on a path to where we can build wealth the way we need to build it, right? And like some people may even think, even when I get people in the office, they're like, man, it's 15 to 20%, that's a lot. But if I start shifting my mind to say, okay, this is where I want to go, then I can make some adjustments along the way, right? And we sit down with
Mhm.
our clients and do a cash flow analysis and see exactly where you are, and then we can point you on the right path to get there, right?
Okay.
The third step is creating a life event fund. I know a lot of people have heard of the emergency fund, right?
Yep.
But you want to have, and you should have 3 to 6 months of the living expenses in that emergency fund. But when we try to get our clients to have 75 to 90% of the annual income in it, and a lot of people think that's really a far stretch, right? But if we can start changing
That's a
our,
lot.
that's a lot, right? Excuse me, but if we can start changing our mind, and we can adjust some things and move some things around, and make sure your money working more efficiently for you, I can get you in there in about 3 years, right?
Okay. Okay. That's not too long.
It's not too long, without a doubt. So now, if life decided to change his mind, good or bad, I can respond to it,
Okay.
right? So we have people that graduate from college or high school, going to college, or whatever it is. We got kids, or you're planning for a wedding, whatever. They're celebratory life event. That's a life event. It's gonna cost us some money. A terrible life event hit us 5 years ago, which was COVID, right? A lot of people wasn't prepared for COVID, so the government had to step in and do. We all know what they did, with the PPP loans for for businesses and type of whatever. So if we have that life event fund, now I can live for a year without any income coming in, and I'm comfortable, right? Or if I lost my job, whatever it was, right? The fourth step we look at is living debt free, and because I know, and a lot of people want to put that first, but if we don't build a house in the right way, I get a windfall of money, pay off all my debt, and right back into debt again. So like people that win in the lottery or whatever, it happens all the time. But we want to look at that, how to tackle the debt, because now the debt can be costly, right? Because you're dragging
Yes.
interest rates and stuff like that. And there's a lot of opportunities that we made that come our way we can't participate in because we got that ball of debt dragging around for years and years and years. But that's what we want to do. And then we get you, of course, we can get you ready for retirement, of course. We going and now one of the things I always emphasize is if you're working at a place and they offer you a retirement plan, of course participate in it, but at least do up to the max of what they're matching. So if they're gonna match you up to a dollar for dollar up to 5%, do the 5%. Because if you don't, you're leaving money on the table.
That's right.
So if you're only doing 3% and they're matching 5, you're losing leaving 2% of your salary every single year on the table. All right.
Right.
Right. And so I think Betty Lewis say love to tell about financial insurance is an underrated wealth building and wealth transfer. I can't see the rest of that, but you're right. And so you're
Mm-hmm.
exactly right. Because most people think of insurance when they look at life insurance as just a death benefit. But it has so many living benefits to it also, especially when you get
Yes,
a
it does.
right type of insurance, whole life and all of that, right? Because it is the wealth building is a whole nother asset building class for us. And in our community, we don't think about it like that, right? But a lot of people, that's how you build wealth. You can go in there, it's your money. You can go in and borrow from it, whatever you want to do. Don't pay it back. Pay it back if you want to, the interest on it, whatever. But you can
Mm-hmm.
to open up other businesses and everything. Whatever you want to do, it's your money.
Put it in real estate.
Quicker than real estate, right? And it's liquid. Most people don't realize how liquid it is, right? So if like I have clients right now that call me and say, hey, I want to get some out of my insurance policy. They call me today. We do the transaction before 3 o'clock. It's in their account by Thursday, so 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
So that's you're right. I'm glad you put that in there because that's what we miss a lot of times. It's a whole other asset building platforms that we
Yeah.
have. And trust me, when we talk about that 20%, part of it that we try to get our clients to is put some of that 20% into the life insurance piece.
Mhm. Okay. And how long you been doing this, Kevin?
I've been doing this now since 30. What is this? 32 years. Man, 32 years.
That's I'm not gonna lie, that's why I had you up here because I want people to know we're gonna pick some well vetted people to be
Right.
able to talk to them about that because people don't trust everybody with their money.
That's true, without a doubt.
And
And
they shouldn't though.
you're right.
Especially
You
they
definitely.
should not.
And I'm proud to say that in 32 years you can Google my name, whatever it is in the financial piece, and don't have any black marks on my name. My partner and I we pride ourselves on it, because we're going to do what's right for the client and
That's
what's going to do what's right for the community. We love doing seminars. We don't charge to do seminars, none of that. I do them at churches all over, right? And so I do a lot. We're working with a lot of with churches, with pastors, with church conversation planning organizations, sororities, fraternities, all that. We do them all over, and we don't charge anything. We just want the people that when we sit down and do a seminar, if nothing else,
knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. I
exactly.
tell my daughter that all
No
the
more
time.
there's no more
And
than yeah, you're leaving out of there better than when you came in. And some people work with us. We're gonna make sure they set up right. If nothing else, at least you got some maybe some uncommon knowledge that you didn't have when you came to the door.
Yep, and people can't take knowledge from you.
Not at all. Without a doubt.
Can't take your knowledge from you. That's the
That's
they can
right.
do whatever they want. They can't take that away. That's
That's
why
right.
they want us reading books back in the day.
That's
Can't
true.
take that from you.
Can't take from it. And that's what I always say. You remember they say if you want to keep it from having the murder be put it in the book. If you want
Yeah.
to keep something from us, put it in the book. We're not gonna read. But we changed that myth, right? We changed that
So,
myth.
so Kevin, there's hope for people like us that get divorced later in life and had to start all over because they have financial hardships
Right.
from getting divorced because it's not easy starting all over. And you
No,
have
sir.
to take on all the expenses by yourself. I had experienced all that, left with nothing, and had to
Right.
start all the way back over.
That's right.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
thing about it, excuse me, the thing
Mm-hmm.
about it is, like I mentioned before, as long as we are still got breath in our bodies and live and breathe on this earth, we still have wealth with the potential, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
making income, no matter what our age is, because you got two sides of the mountain: the accumulation phase and the distribution phase, right? You're
Okay.
going down when you're accumulating, right? As long
Mm-hmm.
as you're working or whatever the case may be, and we still on this earth, and we still got breath in our body, we have a chance, we have an opportunity to still build wealth.
That's right.
And it's a matter of just shifting some things around you because, like, what I do for a 30-year-old may not be what I do for a 50 or 55-year-old, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So all of it has to be. It's not a canned presentation. All of everybody's situation is different, but everybody has the opportunity to still make more money and still build wealth and still retire in a decent way. It's all about the lifestyle that you want to live.
Okay.
Yes, it's definitely still hopes, without a doubt. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I thank you so much for coming on tonight, Kevin, and giving us some advice. And I will be sure to pass along your information. We're going to tag your information. I'm going to put it in the YouTube comments, everybody, because some of these people over here on TT, you can't see him, but I will be sure to put his information, contact information, because we are going to do a seminar, and we're going to bring him back in January to give some one-on-one seminar information to everybody. So I thank you again, and I look forward to us having you back on in January. And by then we'll have our date, and we be planned out for actually where people can actually come in person to speak with you one on one.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for having me. Appreciate
All
it.
righty.
Really
All right,
enjoy.
we're gonna go to one more commercial break, you all. And I also right now I want to shout out my sponsors once again. George Restaurant in Hampton, Virginia. They have some good food, you all, and they have lots of entertainment for you. And Partners in Real Estate. She has over 30 some years as being a broker with buying and selling houses. So I look forward to talking to you again, Kevin. And you have a blessed night. Thank you.
You all too. Thanks so much now.
All
Bye bye.
right. And we're going to go to commercial break. Okay. Next. YouTube. All righty, we're back. We're back. We're back. Hey, everybody. MikoBelles, did Kevin give you anything you questioning yourself about that you think you might need to come to a seminar? If so, I need you to really be subscribed and following me so you can get the information when he comes back up here in January. And if you're in the 757 local area, we're going to actually do a seminar in person to bring him in so that you can get your questions answered and talk to him directly one-on-one. We're going to have it where he's going to give the whole spiel, and then we'll have an area for everybody to go off and talk to him privately or to reach out to him privately to set a one-on-one appointment. It's however you want to do it. We're not forcing nobody. All this information I'm just giving. I'm not no financial advisor. Don't I mean I do know a little bit about finances, but I'm not saying that you can hold me accountable for what your choices are. I want you to make your own choices and own decisions. I thank everybody. Yes, that was, thank you, Jamal. That was very informative. And he gave me some nuggets to think about too, because I think I need some kind of other type of policy myself. Now that I'm a real divorcee, I have nobody else to fall back on. It's just me. So, and that's one reason I brought him on, because when we're starting over, life just changes so many different ways. And I've learned that as I'm going through this process myself, and I will admit that, it's not always easy. When you only have you to make sure all everything get taken care of, just like when my car broke, that when it didn't break down, but it was having brake issues about a month or so ago, and I had nobody else to give me advice on. I thought two mechanics were trying to take me through the ringer. One was telling me one thing, another one was telling, and sometimes just to have that other person is a good thing, but I don't. So I had to figure it out. And I did. And it worked out. But yeah. Okay. So now I want to talk more about this relationship, because I want us to know it's okay to redefine your circle once you get a certain age. And I have definitely been doing that in 2025. Um, I have cut off some people. I'm not going to say cut them off. I just don't, I'm not frequently around them like I was. And my circle has come very, very, very small, because as we get older, there's some things we're going to put up with that we not going to put up with that we used to would tolerate. And I am definitely for that. I spend a lot more time alone, but I'm not depressed alone. I'm in peace alone. And I need us all to feel that peace, because that's what's important. Peace and joy with peace brings joy to make you happy, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like a lot of people, when they use, because I'm gonna be honest, my ex and I, over almost 20 years, we were back and forth, back and forth. But now that that is done and broken, and once I really realized that some time ago, it was like, okay, what do I do now? And I had to learn to be in my peaceful place alone. It took me a while, but I did it. When I didn't no longer, because it's just my daughter and I, when I no longer had her around all the time, because she's married, she have a husband, a family, and whatever to do. I have to learn when they want to go do things, it's okay for me to go and do something on my own. But I had to learn that. And that's what I want some of us to know. Starting over, loneliness is not a bad thing. And some people let it take them all the way down and out. And I don't want that for nobody. I want us all to have peace. Yes, peace is so so important. Okay, I don't know what's going over here, but okay, I need to mute this person. You all, I am sorry. Hold on one second. Um, where did he come from? Disconnect. Um, yes, and okay, I had to take him off. I apologize for that, you all, because I know you all can hear he hadn't muted over here, so I do apologize for that. But yes, peace and having confidence, setting boundaries, emotional maturity, because after 50, things change a lot. Period. Your body, your thoughts, a lot changes after 50. To be honest, after 50, my life got better because I started traveling, I started doing things and not waiting on somebody else to be there to do them with me. So at 55, I'm really at a good place at this point because after 50, we get better clarity of what we really want. I mean, because let's be honest, y'all, half our life is over, most likely, especially us black women. It's sad to say, but it's the truth. So every day, I want you to live it to the best. Every day when you wake up, even when you don't feel like it, I need you to say to myself, I say to myself, I just thank you, Lord, that I even able to get up. Just point blank and simple. Every day I need us to use it to the fullest and enjoy every moment of it. No, every day is not great for me. But I try to always every morning wake up with a good attitude and demeanor. And I've said it in one of my other lives. The first thing I do if I even open my eyes, I thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning, for giving me good health and strength, and for sending me on my way. If I even get up to go to the restroom or anything, and then I go back and do my devotionals, I need that in the morning for me to cover me and help me get through the day. What, whoever you believe in and whatever higher power you believe in, make it work for you so that you can have a good day. And sometimes starting over, we have to start different things because what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result, is not going to work. So at 50 and up, it is time to start something different, y'all. If it didn't work and we at 50 now, it's definitely time to start something new. And I want us to be able to set boundaries and timing and everything for ourselves. Just what's going to make us happy and make us better people. Because bottom line, I say again, love yourself first. We have to love ourselves first before we can love and do anything with anybody else in life. Period. You can't be there for nobody else. You can't help pick up the pieces for nobody else if your life and your pieces are in shambles. It ain't gonna happen. That's just not reality. And I want us to do better. So now that we talked about relationships, something else that I just brought up, I need us to explore, travel, different cultures, just different life. Do something that we're not used to doing and accustomed to doing. It could be the simplest thing. Some people from where I live at, I could just drive across the water or something. Go somewhere I've never been before. See something. It don't have to cost you nothing. It's not all about spending money. A friend of mine and I, we went on a trip, what, last week? Weekend for last. And even once we got, he was like, and we didn't spend a lot. No, we did not. And we had a ball being around people doing things we've never done before. It will change you, the way you feel about things, how you feel about yourself, because you be like, dang, Tamiko, you really did do that. You took a leap of faith and tried something new. Trying something new, change is good sometimes. I know some people don't like change, but change is good for us sometimes. And we have to take it upon ourselves to say, this is what I want for myself. Because then once you do it for myself, then maybe you can pass it along to the other generations and the other people in your life. Self love can pass off to your offsprings. Like, for instance, my daughter, sometimes she may not naturally have done something, but if she see her mother do it, then maybe I can convince her to do it. Getting certain things done in life helps others in our life. Just like my grandbaby. I tell her all the time, Grammy want to see you better off than myself and my daughter. That's what we should want to do to each generation. We should pass along certain things. Yes, change is definitely good. And I am loving it. And I didn't travel before 50. I had not ever been out the country. I hadn't hardly been in no states. But since 50, I'm 55. I've been out the country. I've used my passport that I had never used before. I've done some things that I didn't think I would do, to be honest. But I've been enjoying it. I love it, and I plan to continue to do it. In fact, I talked to somebody last night about planning a trip to the DR. I've never been to the DR, but we're gonna try to go as girlfriends and room together. I said, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, now let's see what other. I tried this when I was younger, and I'm gonna bring this up because some people do it. I can't out. I'm not gonna say I can't, but I choose not to do it. Relocating. For some people, they retire and want to go out. I know of a coworker of mine. He said when he retire, him and his wife is going to another country. Not something I want to do, but some people do. I say if you're going to do it, make sure you know the community and where you're relocating to. Make sure you are stable. Kevin just talked about stability with your finances, saving, and all that. You really need to have those ducks in a row, because if you don't and you relocate to somewhere that is not familiar to you, that cannot be good. That could have some repercussions to it. And if you have no one else there, emergencies happen, as you're far away from your family and friends, I'm gonna need you to be stable, especially for us women that may be relocating. The world is not the same as when we was in our 20s. So we have to be very careful of our environments and where we're located at. So I'm gonna need you to have some stability. Your assets, make sure you have things to fall back on, because that is so important. You can When I relocated, I was gone for 4 months, y'all. I moved to North Carolina because I thought I wanted something different. My daughter didn't like it. I had her in private school here. When I took her to visit the school that she was gonna have to go to, she was like, "No, ma'am, don't like it here." She ain't like the playground and the apartment complex. She just didn't like it. I had to get my nieces there every weekend for her. She just didn't like it. So yes, we ended up right back here in Virginia. So I tried it. I noticed it was not for me. I told somebody today, there's no place like home. Wherever home may be for you, I understand there's no place like home. I get it. So, but if you do decide you choose to want to relocate, I just need you to have stability, know the community and environment that you're relocating to be safe, women. That is so important. Let's see. I have a couple of more things for us to talk about tonight, I think. But I think we want to do one more commercial break. And when we come back from that, we will close out for tonight. So we're going to go to one more break, run that one more time, and then we're going to close out with the last couple of things I wanted to talk about tonight. Yes, and engage a little bit more. Okay. All right, we back over here. Um, I want in the chat, Betty, Tamika, Jamal, whoever, um, men and women can answer this question. What is one thing you want to refresh in your wardrobe with starting over after 50? I'm hoping all y'all. Well, Betty, I don't think Betty's over 50. But if there's one thing you could revamp in your wardrobe, what would it be?
I would say my my nighttime.
Nope, your daytime.
Oh, my daytime.
Yep, in public.
Oh, honestly, all of it. Because I left corporate America.
Oh.
And there's still so much that I keep in my closet that reflects that stage of my life. Mm-hmm. And I think subconsciously it's like this not letting it go in case I ever have to go back there, or some sort of, I don't know, maybe because it's connected to a positive memory, and I just don't want to let go of those stages of life. And
Okay.
I think just a makeover in general just allows you to kind of release some of the memories attached to the wardrobe. So I wouldn't mind making over all of the closet, because both the club gear and the corporate wear
It's not the
are
same.
tied to a different version of me.
Okay. So, but it's not because of a trend or anything, right?
No, not at all. I've never
Okay.
been one of those.
I'm glad. That means you love you, because you ain't following everything else and everybody else. I love that about people that's not following the trend. Some Jamal said he needs more suits. I do consignment too. People might not believe that, but I do. I don't have no problem going into a consignment shop. My mom used to make major money when she was in the teaching and she was in the school. She would go to the consignment shop and style the teachers and principals and everything, and take it to them. She knew their sizes, and she would find outfits and put it together for them right outside, right in a consignment shop. So I have no problem. I was raised like that, because a lot of times you can still get stuff in there with the tag still on it. So I don't judge nobody to be shopping in a consignment shop.
That's why it's so fashionable.
Well, I guess I get it from my mom. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of people associate style with cost, like price, like buying a brand, right? But I think style is a skill set that you can take anything and you can make it look good, which means that you can go in a thrift store, you can upcycle anything. Fashionable is not a brand, it's not a dollar amount you spend, it's like your eye. So I feel like the unique thing about going like consignment shopping is usually something that somebody got rid of maybe several seasons ago. So the odds of you walking into a space and somebody wearing your look for that day are very slim. So you have an opportunity to really be an individual, I think, when you're willing to go to consignment to find a gem and make it new again.
Yep, I do. I just, and my thing is, in my last live that I did, and we talked about the fashion thing. I think that what people put on, not only what they put on, but the colors that they wear. Like my grandbaby right now, she's about to pluck my nerve. She is into black, and I told her Sunday after dinner, she's going shopping soon. Don't buy one piece of black. It's gothic. I can't stand it. I need you to have some pink, and she did have on a pink jumpsuit last week. But I think the vibrant, I just help. It helps people be more. If you have on bright colors, you might be a brighter person. You have on black and you just dreary and all that. I just no, and the colors that people wear often makes them into, I think, who they are. Some, not to say for sure. I mean, at one point I wore a lot of black, but that let me know at that point in my life, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't in a good place and I didn't always feel good about myself. I wore black all the time, and that's not good. And that's why I try to tell people variety is the spice of life. I really wholeheartedly believe that. And I wear all colors. I do. I I know I take that back. I try not to wear gray and I don't wear khaki. I try my best not to. But those colors don't look good on me to me. So I don't. Style is definitely a skill set. Yes, it is. I'm guilty. My whole closet is black. Tasha, I'm gonna need you to do better. I don't wear a lot of black. I wear black, and everybody has the black event. So, I do have black dresses, but on a regular, I'm not gonna just put on all black most of the time. I'm not. I like something. I need a popping color. That's what I tell people. My favorite color, once again, is gold. I like being bright. I've owned a gold car. That's how much I like gold. I do. I just think that whatever you're putting on tells the mood for you for the day. People put on gray and it's raining outside. Of course, you're gonna have a dreary day. No, put on a bright color. I wear bright colors all the time, and I'm a bright person most of the time. Thank you, Tasha. I need you to do better. Yes, no black. Try it like this. This is what I tell people: set a goal. Say, I'm gonna wear one black outfit this week, and the other days, if you put on black, add a color to it. And then eventually, hopefully, you're gonna move away from putting on that black. Gold is most definitely my color. You said that, Ebony, because you've been in my house, and most of my house I'm wearing gold in it. But I do. I love gold. I do. I do. I love gold. I love bling. I really, really do.
I'm like her. I wear a lot of black too, but you know what I realize is that it does require a different level of confidence to wear color. I think most of my life I wore a lot of black because I did feel insecure, and the more I confident myself, the more I was open to color. Because I remember even like makeup, like the color lipsticks and eyeshadows. I used to think as a dark skinned girl, the colors just don't look good on my skin. And it took me a little while to get to a point where I could see, I could wear these bold red lip. Oh my gosh, I used to think I could never do a bold red lip.
Oh, but your complexion would be perfect.
Oh, I do now. But I remember a very clear time in my life where you would not catch me. Like, I just could not see it. It took me a long time to get over the stigma of what colors look like on my complexion and to be able to walk into it. And now, as I've gotten older and gotten more confident and begin to see the beauty of the
I love
contrast,
it. I love it.
Wear
I love
more.
it. Yes.
Yeah, I wear it more. But it definitely requires confidence. And black is so easy for you to like blend in. So if you're feeling insecure to begin with, black is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love black. I'm still not going black's still going to be a highlight of my wardrobe, but I'm not wearing it because I'm trying to hide anymore. It's truly just because I like the way I look at it, and that's the difference. Is I knew that I could hide in black.
I love it. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that for you, not for me, but for you, because it make a difference. That's right. This is socialite said color is definitely uplifting. I really believe that. And Ebony over here. Oh, you want me to style you for a date? I got you. I got you. I do styling. Most time people just want me to style in for formal events, but I got you. Okay, we're going to close out, you all, and I'm going to read this off, and I want everybody to wholeheartedly think about this. Starting over is not a setback, ladies. It's a structured relaunch of who we are. Fashion, relationships, relocating, and finances. All of it we can start over. No matter, just like Kevin, no matter the age. He just have a different plan for you at whatever age that might be. And I think that we need to really wholeheartedly take that. Whether you're rediscovering yourself, navigating love with new wisdom, moving to a new city, or refreshing your style, remember you're not behind. You're right on schedule where God would have you to be at this moment. Because I battled with that for a minute. That I felt like at my age, when I got divorced and certain things were happening to me because I had been and done things that I was not where I was supposed to be. But God kept telling me, Tamiko, you are right where I would have you to be. So MikoBelles, stay locked in with me, engage, follow, like, and share it. When you see some of my content, I would greatly appreciate it. And we're evolving together confidently and unapologetically. I really use that word more now. I'm not apologizing for who I am because this is where God would have me to be. I have no problem apologizing when I do something wrong. I may not have said it right or whatever. I have no problem with apologizing. But I'm not going to apologize for being who Tamiko and God has created me to be. I love you all. I want you all to go and have a blessed remaining of your night. And always, ladies, love yourself first. You hear me? Before anybody else, before you're cheering. You heard that. I said cheering. Love yourself first. You all have a good night. And Betty, I'm going to be in touch because we need to do some stuff together. Okay? All righty. Love you guys. Good night.